Hey, Jonathan, how's it going?
Can I say a thing I'm very interested about that I keep thinking of?
Sure.
How come our sergeant is so behind the times?
What do you mean?
Our sergeant is an old, bald, black guy with a mustache.
Oh, my gosh. Off the record?
Yeah.
I totally agree with you.
Right. The thing is with sergeant is, in 2022, a police sergeant should be a tough Asian woman.
Oh, 100%.
And for some reason, ours is still behind the time. So I can't wait for him to get upgraded. Because I'm tired of watching my sergeant walk away.
Well, I cracked that open before we start the podcast.
Do it into the mic. People like that.
Sounded very refreshing.
Firestarter in theaters. And Peacock 2022.
Yeah.
The copycat killer strikes again.
Oh, boy. Why do you think this movie was made? Because it couldn't be made for
Money.
a cash grab.
Money.
No,
Yeah, money.
I don't believe it.
No?
Uh-uh.
Well, in the last episode, I said Blumhouse is a numbers game. One of them's gotta be good. That's it.
I don't know. Well, did they lose faith in this halfway through?
No, see, okay, I'm not sure, but I feel like people making this movie were salivating during the filming, during the writing, during the editing. They were just like, this is going to be so good.
So you're saying they're like novice filmmakers, like a novice director?
No, I'm not saying novice. I think...
Okay, let's start with the director. Do you want to start with the director?
Captain.
They only done one other film.
Really?
That was called The Vigil.
I could tell that they've only done one other film.
The directing
All right.
was passable.
Right.
The cinematography was just something that we both were just
You know
beyond.
what? You taught me something as a senior detective.
Yeah,
I'm
of
watching
course.
it and I go,
I mean, that's
okay,
what I'm doing.
yeah.
Hold on, let me get behind you, rub your shoulders. You need to relax. Now, your wife tells me you have high blood pressure. Is that why you went to the doctor recently?
Actually, I went to the doctor because my ribs hurt.
Oh, no.
No, really, I pushed on my left. My entire rib hurts and my back
I'm gonna go ahead and just rub my hands
Right,
across you.
okay. Oh,
You just
thank
tell me
you.
where.
You're such a good
You
shaman.
tell me where it hurts. Okay. God, you're really tight.
Why are your hands so low?
And they're cold,
okay.
aren't they? Feel it. I have no circulation in my hands.
That's a sign of a good detective. Okay.
Absolutely. Cold hands.
The director.
Warm, hot, cold hands. That's what they call me.
The director was. The cinematographer. You open my eyes as a senior detective because I'm watching it. I'm like, not bad. For about 4 minutes, and then you start pointing out things involving shots, and I'm just like, oh, you opened up my little virgin eyes. This is fucking horrible.
Right.
And then, and you couldn't stand it. I could live with it because once I realized what I'm watching, here's Firestarter. It's a hot day. It's a dry heat, yet somehow you're just sweating like it's 90% humidity. And across the street is a black bag of garbage. And you're like, oh, that's gross. But then as you're looking at it, and you're like, what the fuck? And then rats flow out of the garbage. And then the garbage bursts up, and the stench is bad. There's garbage and rats everywhere.
That sounds very appealing to the eye.
Yeah, and that's Firestarter. That was the pitch meeting for
against
Firestarter.
No. So that would be like all the exciting stuff that you just said was happening.
Yeah.
Okay, the camera pans over to the left-hand side of the dumpster.
Yes, you hated the shots. Everybody's in the left or right corner of the film.
Nothing on the other side.
Yep.
They're all medium close-up shots. Just like you got a face right over there to the corner. And then on the other side, just vacant nothing.
Yep.
A lot of negative space.
Yeah,
we call that negative space here in the industry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're part of the indie? That's what they call it. They call the industry the indie.
Indie. That's right.
You don't want to get in the indie.
No. Okay, this cinematographer, Karim Rasmussen, way off. His name is Karim Hussain.
I thought it was, oh man, I thought you were trying to say Rasputin. Okay, Karim Hussain, wretched cinematographer.
He's been doing cinematography work for 22 years.
It's okay. I've been living
Is
for
that
20
the work of somebody who's been doing
Jared,
it for 22 years?
I've been living for 30 years and I'm still not good at it. So don't worry about that.
just life?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. We'll talk about that
I'm
later.
30, I have organ problems, and I have high blood pressure. So me and him are the exact same.
Tell you how we can take care of that. Then we're moving on. Okay, let's go backtrack to the director, Keith Thomas.
All right, let's get our suspects in order.
Yeah.
Because we've had comments from some angry listeners to our podcast saying you guys are all
Keith
over
on
the
the
place.
fucking table. Spread him, you son of a bitch.
I'm going to search you.
Putting the gloves on.
Jared, I just
No
have one
lube.
question. When not needed, why do you cavity search all the suspects?
Got to make sure.
It's
You
not
gotta
even
be thorough.
procedure.
In this line of work, you got to be thorough.
Okay.
Now, it's very important to also lick your fingers before you insert them.
I
Okay.
just like that you do, you cavity search plus prostate exam. So you just save him a trip to the doctor.
Well, I'll tell you what. Nobody could have been more depressed about being very vulnerable up on that screen
Yes.
than Zac Efron.
Oh, hang on. No. Okay, see, I'm doing it again.
Yeah?
I hook you and I take you off trail. We're fucking
The suspects
We've
right
got
now.
We
got 'em up.
Pity fucking
We got
them
'em
because
up.
they feel so bad about
Oh,
that
they're
movie.
sweating.
You walk into a bar,
Good.
Karim Abdul-Jabbar, Karim Hussain is sitting at the fucking bar, bummed out,
Yeah.
sad. I see him. I'm sipping on a Shirley Temp.
Yeah.
He's drinking a little Chardonnay.
Sure.
And I go, hey, bucko, what's wrong? And he's like,
You're playing the good cop.
yeah.
I'm
He's
the bad
like,
cop who's
he's
just
like,
pouring him drinks
Right.
right now, getting him real loose.
but then guess what? He looks at me and he's like, he just wants the warmth of a woman, but I'm all that's there. And I pity fuck him because I feel bad because how bad this fucking film was.
Talking about Zac Efron?
No, fuck Zac Efron. I'll fuck Zac Efron right now. I'm talking about the cinematographer.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
let's
I get lost
okay.
in that
Are we
guy's
gonna bring all the
bloody
suspects in
eyes.
at once, or are we gonna bring them in one at a fucking time?
Man, some of these aren't even worth it. Okay, let's go down the roster here.
Okay.
We got the director, right?
Yeah.
Keith Thomas.
Keith Thomas.
Step up from the visual? Yes, I would say so.
Fine.
Probably.
Sure.
Right?
You gotta
So-
crawl before you make a shitty film.
I don't think he's too much of a blame. Scott Teems, the writing. What do you think of the writing of this movie?
I talked your ear off during the movie.
Yeah.
I rewrote the whole fucking movie verbally while we were watching it.
And that's why you know you're in the hands of a good writer when you yourself, as the watcher,
Right.
can come up with something more interesting.
Yes, as the you know your writing is bad when
Yeah.
you're watching it, going, why didn't she just say this or that? Like Ed,
Right.
what's his name, Red Foreman in the fucking hospital gown.
Right.
Oh, by the way,
Yes,
spoilers.
The second biggest name
Yes,
in the movie.
which
Got
is
it.
a medium, not big name.
Right. I'll remember him from RoboCop, and when he's like, boom.
That was a fun role he
That was
had.
intense.
I always wanted to be not a main character in a movie. I'd love to be
Yeah.
a really fun, iconic looking henchman in a
really-
movie. Like I
yeah.
have like a full. I keep taking you off track.
No, that
Jared.
was it.
No, I just don't want to get hit anymore.
So, I get my cold hands.
Okay,
off you.
so we got the director, and you just said not really to blame.
No, I think it's a step up for them.
It is a step up for them, and I guess
They're moving on. That's great.
getting a bad director
Yeah.
would be the producer and the production company's fault.
Yeah, they're free to go.
By what's his name?
We were talking about the director.
Yeah.
Keith Thomas.
I'll fill out Keith Thomas's paperwork later.
Let him go. Scott Teems, the writer.
Scott Teems is he in jail now?
Well, I think like he also fell victim to the scenes that he was writing, reiterating themselves. Like if it was between Zac Efron and the girl, not Drew Barrymore,
Don't call him Zac Efron or Sweet
all
Kisses.
the dialogue was essentially this. I just need you to control it. Every scene. Every
right,
scene.
and then-
she burns the cat to death.
Right.
Oh, you need to control
I
it.
it's fucking.
You need it. You burn your mom?
Hang on.
Yeah, you
hang
need
on.
to control it.
I hate this fucking movie. Are we gonna do suspects
Yeah.
and say who should go to jail and then fucking rip this movie
Yes,
apart verbally?
let's go there. Let's go there.
Okay, and then we'll be verbal
Okay,
assassins.
so
I mean, verbal detectives.
Yeah.
'Cause we don't shoot people, Jared. We bring them to jail. Wink, wink.
I agree. So Scott Teems. Oh, that was the thing. What is this guy's problem?
Whose?
Everything is the writer.
Yes.
So you remember in Halloween Kills,
Right.
so many of the same actors kept saying the same fucking thing in every scene. This movie, they keep saying the same thing
Yep.
in every scene.
Well, I feel like there's like, hey, Scott Teems.
Yeah.
We got the rights to Firestarter. He goes, cool. We need a 90-minute movie. Okay.
Yeah. And then I say, hey, Scott Teems,
Uh.
we got a 90-minute movie.
Yeah.
We need what you just said the first time.
Right.
Because I'm going to keep
Right.
saying it again.
Right. And then I go, Scott Teems.
Yeah.
You're coming downtown because we're
Oh.
going to question your ass, bitch.
Then I say, hey, Scott Teems.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to question you.
Right.
So you're coming downtown.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how Zac Teems write things. And I
Yeah.
go, yeah, but before you come downtown,
Yeah.
you have to come downtown.
Yeah. And then I say, Scott Teems, you write things
Right.
because you're downtown.
Yep. Let me tell you, if it was the old days,
Right.
back when you started being a detective, if it was like 1940, I'd bring the book to this guy. I'd hit him with the fucking rules book. physically. I would beat him in the interrogation room with the book.
That's what I'm
Nobody
talking
would
about.
fucking know, but that's not the way it is no more, baby.
No, I can't
Now
do that anymore.
There's rules and regulations.
No, we're on to you.
All right,
You
so he's
keep
not going
writing the
home.
same
Keep him in.
things.
Keep him in.
Yeah, holding cell.
We can hold him for 24
Holding
days.
cell, because we can only
I don't
throw
know.
one of you
I'm a bad
away
cop.
for life.
Really?
No.
These cells are bad. We need bigger cells.
So I think cinematographer Karim, Hussain.
Yeah.
you got a big fucking problem coming.
Big fucking problem. Why? Karim.
Oh, I will to this guy, because he's gonna have a hard time when I throw him in jail. He raped my eyes with the worst cinematography ever. That was the worst cinematography I've seen in a movie in the longest time.
Really?
Yes.
Dang. Let me ask you one question before we go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you like the original or this one more?
I like the original more.
Oh, me too.
I'm waiting for you to ask me why.
Sure thing. Why did you prefer the original over the remake?
The issue right now, especially in line with the cinematographer,
Yes.
people took filmmaking a lot more seriously because they weren't working with digital film.
I love the way you think because it's the way I think, baby.
They can keep filming it,
Yes.
let the camera roll.
Yes.
We're not paying for
Yes.
it. Back in the 80s,
Yes.
they're like, if that camera's rolling, thousands of dollars
Yes.
is going out of my pocket.
Yep.
So you better figure out
Yep.
what the fuck you want to do
That's
and
right.
how to illustrate a shot
Yes.
to create an emotional resonance with the audience.
Yes.
They didn't have any of that in this
That's
movie.
why I'm the good cop,
None
you're
of
the
it
bad
was.
cop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait.
I like that.
Okay.
You know exactly when to yell at the fucking people.
I'm taking the writer out of the holding cell. I'm putting Karim Hussain in there.
Right.
Oh, but he's going
shit.
down. He's going down.
Yo.
He doesn't know it.
Oh,
but
fuck.
he is. So I'm just wasting your time and the taxpayers' dollars
Hell yeah.
on the next person I want to
feel
bring
like I
up
haven't worked
who
in 22
saved
years.
this movie from total annihilation.
Ooh.
Timothy Alverson,
Ho!
the editor.
Coming
of
in
this
at
movie.
122 pounds.
That's
Timothy.
right.
Yeah, he was good.
Now, he had 27 projects under his belt.
Golly.
These were all great movies.
Were they?
Now, he needs to watch out
Uh-oh.
because this guy has potential, and
Yes.
if he keeps fucking around
Right.
with this type of garbage,
Ooh.
we're in trouble. That this movie was a 90-minute slog fest that felt like 4 hours.
I was
But with
gonna
the wrong
ask
editor,
you,
it could have felt like
How are they
8
like
hours.
magicians? How do they fucking make a 90-minute movie feel like 4 hours?
Because
Christ.
the dialogue kept repeating over
man.
and over again.
Writer's problem. Okay, no,
Yes.
I'm doing it again. Go, keep going through the
No, that was
suspects.
it. I'm giving the editor
Oh, no, he's
cigarettes
good.
and coffee, and I'm
Yep. Mm-hmm.
like, how you doing? How you feeling? And I think that's all of our suspects.
In the detective world, as detectives say, Blumhouse is like a local drug pusher that we constantly arrest on the streets, and everyone sees it, but then we realistically just pick him up so he can just give us the dirt on the next piece of shit.
Well,
that
no,
they're
here's the deal.
making.
You never know where Blumhouse is coming from.
You don't, because
You
I
don't
fucking
know.
said it before. They
They're
make
everywhere.
as many movies. There are numbers game.
Yeah, no, you can get a dozen people that say they work for the Blumhouse.
Right.
But then when you say, hey, tell me where the fucking Blumhouse is,
Right.
you get a lot of empty pockets.
That's right, baby.
Nobody knows. Who
No
it
one
is.
knows.
They're a fucking spook show.
Here's something. Blumhouse's introduction, when you go through the house and then you go into the room and the little girl's in the corner and the light's waving and it says Blumhouse on the wall with the shadow.
Yeah.
You know, in the opening of the Blumhouse
Oh my
movies.
God, you're about to blow my mind.
That was scarier than Firestarter, and Firestarter was supposed to be a horror movie. Firestarter was rated fucking R. One, you kept saying it, and you're 100% right. It should not have been rated R. There's a scene where Charlie lights a dude on fire in a car. Spoilers. And they show it. And he has makeup on because he's lit on fire and turns around and he's all half burnt. Don't need that shit. Later on in the movie, Charlie lights a chick on fire. Liar, pants on fire. Lights her pants on fire.
That was really weird.
All you see is like the light of the fire, so it's very bright, and then it cuts to Charlie making the same dumb little girl face she makes throughout the movie. Cuts back to the woman she just lit on fire, and she's just burnt bones and ash. That was way more powerful than any of the other fucking killings in this movie, because all the other killings in the movie were bad. I wanted nasty stuff. I wanted skin melting from people's faces. I wanted people begging Charlie not to kill me. Here's a line Red should have had. Listen to me, because he was only in one scene, by the way. He should have said, listen to me and heed my warning.
Yeah.
When you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. I would have been like, ooh. And then she could have like scoffed it off like she's a child. Like, she's a child. You're dumb, Red Foreman. Bye. And then naturally she gets burned because she didn't heed the warning. Would have been way more interesting. Johnny Raintree, whatever his fucking name is. Yeah. I did not enjoy his acting.
No.
They got a Native American guy to play him. Bam. It's not George C. Scott. And I'm upset because when they set up the scene, by the way, the best set was his room. Because they're just like panning across like leather boots. He's just looking out a window without a shirt all menacingly. And I told you, I was like, this guy sleeps with so many fucking women. And then he talks and I'm like, maybe he's not sleeping with any women. The guy they should have had if they want a Native American actor in this role is I don't know his name, but it's the dude from the second season of Fargo. Silent. He doesn't say a lot, but when he does say stuff, it's like, oh shit. And you're just like, yeah, that's a bad fucking dude. He's going to fuck you up. This guy, I didn't get that fucking feeling. I didn't enjoy it, Jared.
Not at all. Like, he had no screen presence for sure. Just none.
Yeah.
He did not command the scene or the screen when he was on it at all. And I felt like that character needs to have that type of presence.
He needs to chew up the scene. He needs to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He needs to fucking bring it. Oh, God.
Well, I think...
Let me out of here. Shut up in there.
You talking to Karim? Talking to Karim Hussain?
Yeah, that was Karim Hussain.
Fucking talk to him. I gotta drag you back. I gotta drag you back into the cold case file.
What's the line they say from Godfather 3?
You pulled me back in.
Every time I tried to leave, they always yank me back up in this place.
Yeah, okay. You pointed it out in our first podcast. Not the first one. The one right before.
Right.
Or the one after that.
Our third one.
Fuck. I don't remember.
It's okay.
But
you're old.
I had the cold case.
Okay, bring it to the kid. That's what they call me around here, the kid, because I'm so young.
Firestarter 1984.
Wow.
I'm going to hit you with a couple of facts.
I read about that in the papers, and I think the title was Two Deadbeat Cops Can't Solve Crime, or something like that. I could remember.
Watch your mouth, you son of a bitch.
Dimwits from the precinct
You son of a bitch.
can't figure out what make bad film.
So originally, John Carpenter was set to direct.
Johnny Carp.
And Bill Lancaster, who wrote the screenplay for The Thing in 1982, even wrote a draft for Firestarter.
I would have fucking loved to see that.
However, according to Carpenter, Universal executives removed both of those sorry-ass motherfuckers from the project in the aftermath of The Thing's box office and critical failure.
I will never, ever, and you were about 30 when The Thing came out.
Yeah.
I will never, ever fucking understand.
In 1982?
How that movie, how did The Thing not fucking just rocket in the fucking box office?
People weren't ready for that.
Gee, what a bunch
it
of
was innovative.
I guess people were weaker back then.
All right, well, here. Instead, Columbia Pictures.
Yeah.
Columbia Pictures were like, listen, we want you.
Right.
So you're going to direct another Stephen King adaptation called Christine in 1983,
Oh,
which
yeah.
grossed $21 million worldwide with a $10 million budget.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I could barely keep up.
All right.
12 million this, Christine that,
Yeah.
Johnny Carp's who, none of the Bill Lancaster, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep going.
What I wanted to say is
Yes.
that Christine, for Columbia Pictures, ended up making more money than Firestarter when it debuted.
Mm-hmm.
There were 5 movies at the top of the box office.
Yes.
What do you think Christine ranked 1 out of 5
God.
if it was going against Scarface, Terms of Endearment, Yentl, or Sudden Impact?
All those movies and Yentl's in the middle. I'm going to say that came in 4th.
You nailed it right on the money.
Baby!
That's right. So Yentl had already been in the box office for 4 weeks, Terms of Endearment for 3 weeks. Now, the director for the 1984 Firestarter, director Mark Lester, in a 2010 interview, that this was the most difficult film he had ever made.
All these facts would be interesting if the movie was good.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
So
I like practical effect. I love practical effect. I love seeing that's why I love The Thing.
Yeah.
The Thing, all practical effects.
Oh, yeah.
I hate the fucking remake. They made it with practical effects. Then the producers up top go, audiences don't want that.
Yep.
They won't like the way it looks. So didn't make the worst fucking CGI ever. Why is Firestarter 2022 bringing up so many bad fucking things right now, Jared?
Because it's very important.
We need to stop
the way
cussing.
Movies used to be.
We're never going to get the 8-year-old crowd if we keep cussing like this.
That's true.
The parents are going to say, you're not listening to that
You're
trash.
gonna want it. So Mark Lester even stated that he never understood why Stephen King despised Firestarter the film. During an interview, he stated, I knew he hated The Shining because that movie was not based on his book. In the case of Firestarter, however, Stephen King approved the script. He was on set, so then the wind blowing through Drew Barrymore's hair, he even specifically criticized, was his idea to begin with. And he discussed everything that they were doing.
No.
He was obsessed with everything.
That doesn't matter. Remember when Stephen King was like, what was it? Maximum Overdrive was coming out?
No, that's it.
Yes, tell me it.
So then, Dino De Laurentiis, the producer, had enough of his shit. He says, okay, why don't you go ahead and direct your own movie?
Boom, there it is.
Which became the worst Stephen King film ever made.
Yes, but how beautiful was it when he was doing like the promos and the trailers and all this shit for Maximum Overdrive?
He blames the fact that it was all because he was on cocaine.
I was just about to fucking tell you that. I know. He looks right at the camera.
What are you dealing with me, youngster? You little gumshoe.
When he looks at the camera for these promos for that fucking movie, and he like crosses his arms or something and goes, and I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. And it's just like the arrogance to think like, well, I'm really good at this one medium. Medium? Like ghosts.
Yeah.
I'm really good at this one medium of writing books. Yeah, that shit transfers to directing. It fucking doesn't. You can't just be like, I'll do it. It's like, and here's the thing. When you're writing a book, I'm assuming there's a lot of visualization in your mind. How did he not transfer that over to directing? He's just like...
Well, because two guys sitting there staring out a car window is much more interesting than a book. Because you can actually do the dialogue of like how we're feeling,
right?
The sense, the taste, the smell in the air, like all that.
I don't know. I don't read books.
No,
I don't know.
Neither did I. I never read a book.
Here's the thing: Maximum Overdrive. Was he just like, you know what? People really like that Christine trash. Let me just do Maximum Overdrive. Like,
yeah.
He's like, more cars would be even scarier. You know what I mean? You got a dog in here?
Yeah.
You got a little drug dog?
Yeah. She sniffs out everything. All right, so I got some more trivia for you.
She's really sniffing me up right now.
Now, these are some questions for you. I want to see if you get the answers correctly.
Okay.
All right. So, Drew Barrymore. Remember her from the Drew Barryless?
Was she in that movie? Who?
Drew Barrymore. Okay.
I didn't know she was in that.
So, she struggled to cry in the barn scene where her father was dying. And she has to cry. Right. According to David Keith in a television interview.
The director.
No, this is one of the actors.
Her dad.
To, number 1, spank her to make her cry. Number 2, tell her a sad story to make her cry. Number 3, yell at her, cuss at her. Number 4, pinch her.
I thought you were telling me that they did all these things. And I'm
like all of them?
Drew Barrymore's a tank.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm a 30-year-old man. I would have cried at the spank immediately.
We just yelled at her and berated her.
We burnt her with the pyros.
Like, listen, Drew, we want Drew Barryless. And she was like,
all right.
How dare you?
It was 1984. Everyone's a freak. I don't like the way they were touching her in that movie. I think the director asked, or Keith David asked for... No,
Drew Barrymore asked Keith David to do this.
Oh, she asked?
She asked. Because she couldn't get to that emotional state.
I'm just going to hope it was yell at her. Please tell me it's yell at her.
No, it was in fact spank her.
God damn it. I knew it was, but I didn't want it to be.
So Drew
asked
him to spank her right before the camera started rolling.
You said
so she could
slap.
really cry.
Spank or slap? Because a slap
Spank her.
A slap's on the face.
Yeah.
A spank's on the
bottom.
Ugh. It didn't work?
Keith did that.
Why?
Yeah, he just...
Aren't her parents on set? Mom, Dad, can you hit me before... What the hell? I mean, kudos to her for being such a method actor at the age of whatever. But what the fuck? And the dad's on set going, no, Keith, that's okay.
He's like, yeah, do it.
That's okay, Keith.
She won't cry if I do it because I do it all the time. She's used to it.
I don't understand it. Can I tell you something that I really...
time, buddy.
I went to trivia one time at the place we go to trivia.
Do you want to do a plug real quick?
I don't know if they like the plug I'm about to give.
No, let's get it.
Okay. There's a family, and the young daughter was 16? Let's say 16. There's a drunk guy at the bar part of the restaurant, and then he moseys over to where the normal people are sitting that are playing trivia and starts talking to this family next to me. The dad's on his phone, avoiding the drunk man. on his phone. The wife's engaging, like she's obviously the extrovert, husband's the introvert, but then the fucking guy starts hitting on the 16-year-old daughter, and the dad is just on his phone because he wants to avoid the conflict. This 40-plus-year-old fucking dude is hitting on your 16-year-old daughter. I'm not a strong man, but if that was my daughter, I would have found a way to hurt that guy if he was hitting on my 16-year-old daughter at a fucking bar. Like, first off, I'm here with my family. Second off, back up, buddy. My daughter's 16.
So you know who I missed in this latest remake? The Shop. The Shop was not listed at all.
Why? The Shop was the most interesting part.
The Shop was the most interesting part of the
original. Yeah, because the new one didn't have the shop.
Not at all.
Oh my god.
So here, question:
am I more mad at the movie or am I mad at the drunk guy flirting with the fucking little girl?
Well, at this time, the world may never know. But
Fuck me.
Department of Scientific Intelligence, or SHOP, was a covert government agency. They conducted experiments with the chemical lot 6 in Firestarter,
which they barely in this is.
Well, no, I got something else I want to tell you. They were also thought to be involved in the Arrowhead Project in The Mist. They were also dispatched to investigate the aftermath of the incident in Haven, Maine, the Tommyknockers movie, which was also mentioned in The Stand.
You were right, dude. It's a KCU.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah, that's good.
Well, they always say that it happened in Maine, right?
Like, I love The Mist.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a thing about
King
The Mist?
Is just like already in its own universe.
Can I tell you a thing about The Mist?
Yeah, go.
If The Mist was done with practical effects, it would probably be one of the top 10 movies.
100%.
Why do we waste our time with CGI?
Here's another question for you, rookie. Okay, true or false?
Okay.
Martin Sheen.
False.
Oh, wait. Okay. Is that your final answer?
Go ahead.
True or false? Martin Sheen also appeared in another Stephen King movie adaptation. The Dead Zone in 1983, Sheen portrayed a villain in both films.
Oh,
true
did
or
he?
false?
Did he? I'm just going to say true. My mom will smack me because she likes those. Fuck it. True.
That's correct.
Yes. I'm not getting smacked.
Martin Sheen appeared in Firestarter and The Dead Zone, both playing villains.
Wowzers make Bowsers.
It'd been cool if it was the same guy, like the same character.
God, you love the KCU, dude.
I do.
Holy
I'm in.
hell.
All right, another one.
You're
True
in
or false?
with this 2022 Firestarter?
We're close. True or false? In 2002, Firestarter television miniseries was a direct sequel to the original film. True or false?
I have no idea. False. Come on, baby.
That one was true.
True. Fuck. That's really impressive.
Now, I want to ask you, the tagline for the television miniseries of Firestarter 2, was it Up in Smoke, Flicker, Rekindled, Blazed, or Glow?
Fuck. Rekindled. Come on.
That is correct.
Yes.
All right. Last true or false question for you.
Okay.
True or false?
How about, can we start saying, even though it's the last one, Drew or false?
Okay.
Thanks for
Perfect.
Drew Barryless. Thank you.
Drew or false? The Firestarter television miniseries antagonist, John Rainbird, was played by an actual Native American.
True.
No, false!
Who played him?
Malcolm McDowell.
No.
The British dude from The Clockwork Orange.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
John Rainbird.
I thought it was Johnny Raintree.
I don't know why you would do
I don't know either. What is Raintree from?
I gotta tell you something, man. In the 70s and 80s, Hollywood was literally wet with telekinesis powers. They wanted it so
That was
bad.
such a fucking cool sentence.
They wanted it so bad.
I'm going to say it. It was so cool.
Oh, my God.
They were wet with telekinesis powers. That sounds awesome. Holy, why is that so cool?
Started in 1976, Carrie came out. In 1978, Patrick came out. Never heard of that movie.
I don't know.
We should just take our pants off and watch Patrick.
Why?
I don't know. Zapped in 1982.
Oh my God, Jared, these fucking facts for movies I'm not going to watch.
Scanners.
Can we talk? Hey, Scanners is good. I like Scanners. That's with Michael Ironsides.
That was good.
Here's a funny thing.
Yeah.
I was just like, I got confused one night talking to my friends about movies and actors, and I said, Jeremy Ironsides. That's what I said, and I mix it up with Jeremy Irons, great actor, and Michael Ironsides. Okay? So I said, and I was like, no, yeah, Jeremy Ironsides. But then they go, Ironsides? That's not a name.
They're like, you mean Jeremy Irons from The Lion King? Scar?
Yeah.
They're like, so cultured, aren't they?
But then the fact that like
with JTT.
Yeah.
That's Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Oh yeah, whatever happened to him, huh? Jeez, good
Moment of silence. Take your fucking head off if you mention him in this house.
Oh God.
Okay. Now I do got bad news for you.
Okay. We have to watch Firestarter again.
I'll tell you who won't ever watch that movie again.
Who? The captain?
The executive producer, Martha De Laurentiis.
Yeah. Why?
Dino De Laurentiis' late wife.
Oh.
Now she met the executive producer Dino De Laurentiis on the first 1984.
Oh, are you telling me about a dead person?
Yeah.
And that's why you said they're never gonna watch it again?
That's right.
The hell's wrong with you?
I don't know.
What's wrong?
I'm in a bad place right now. I had to go down to the files and get the cold case.
I like going down to the files. You have to talk to Janine. She's so nice. Hey, Janine, can I? Whoa. Have you?
Yeah. No. What?
What?
No. Only
so
one
pleasant.
woman my entire life.
Really?
You know that.
Yeah, good for
Partners
you.
probably have, though. They get around. So executive producer Martha, this was the last movie that she produced was Firestarter of 2022. And she met her husband.
Don't say that.
It was. She met her husband in 1984 on the set of
Oh,
Firestarter.
my God.
And then that flame extinguished
Oh, whoa. Woof. Jared, what the hell is wrong with you?
in 2020.
I appreciate the pun.
One.
But golly.
Yeah.
Ugh. Why?
Moment of silence. Now, okay.
Okay.
Before we close this out.
We're closing it.
Yeah, we're closing it out.
Okay.
Guess who's still in the fucking holding still?
Yeah.
We got him.
Karim.
We got Hussain.
Hussain. It's Hussain or Hussain?
It's probably Hussain.
I'm not doing the paperwork.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So this weekend in the box office, how did we do? You guessed.
I think I guessed 9.5 million. Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
Because I thought Zac Efron had a following.
You're wrong about
You were right. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Do you want to share some facts really quick that you found out about Zac Efron and as to why he possibly doesn't have a following?
Well, I don't know if this was pretty much his fallout of the public eye.
It's not even. These are just fun facts about a human. Like me. I can touch my nose with my tongue.
Oh, perfect. Fun fact, Zac Efron almost killed a homeless man.
What?
He was trying to defend his friend who got into a kerfuffle
Yeah, there you go.
with a homeless guy,
Right.
and beat him to an inch of his life.
What?
Yeah. Not confirmed.
Can I be honest? I'm glad we're not going to review this movie. Not confirmed. We can't say that.
So you guessed 5.9?
So can I say?
No, I guessed 5.9.
Can I say anything?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then say not confirmed and
Yeah.
it's fine? I got it. Yeah.
So
that's good.
confirmed, you guessed 9.5.
There's more than $700 in my bank
guessed
account not confirmed.
5.9. That's true.
Was I
Now,
closest?
I got to guess. Okay. So, no, we were both pretty off.
Not confirmed.
It was $3.8 million made in the box office.
No
Now,
way.
there was a couple things that we didn't realize to go into our equation, which was, of course, rated R, not inherently a horror movie, so it's not really going to appeal to the horror audience.
I don't know
Only
who
the-
rated this R, and I don't know who decided to make it rated R.
we went
You're going to make it rated R? Actually use it.
Yeah.
You're going to make it rated R.
Of
Make
course.
it rated R.
Yes.
Show some killings.
Yeah.
And also,
yeah.
you know what all rated R movies have to have?
Was that?
A real good.
And with that, I will say we also
Booby
didn't
scene.
take into account. We didn't take into account it was being released on streaming same weekend.
On Peacock.
Yeah, that's what a movie needs.
What?
If they're gonna go full rated R,
Peacock?
they got to get a lot of peacock in there.
You want to know something?
Yeah.
A real good movie that I'm.
flourish of peacocks.
Well, a movie I don't think a lot of people know about is called A Death by Temptation.
Yeah.
Fucking killer film. It's really cool. It's about a succubus. How many movies are about succubuses?
Now, something
anyway,
that-
in the beginning of Succubus, spoilers for all the ladies out there, she goes to kill a guy who I'm pretty sure is the bartender in Pulp Fiction. I think it's the same actor. I think it's the same actor. I'm not sure. He goes full frontal, baby.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Full
I think,
peacock? You went full
yeah,
peacock.
all guys should go full frontal.
You gotta go full peacock these days.
Because why not?
You want to sell this movie? Gotta go full peacock.
Well, you want to use your rated R rating.
Now,
What are you
something else
doing?
that we forgot to do in the last episode,
Yep-o.
which I'm very sad because we got any hallmarks to our show.
I fucking hate it when you're sad. If the devil came right now and put a gun to my head and he said, watch Firestarter 1984 and Firestarter 2022 100 times back to back.
Or Jared will be sad.
I'll watch him.
So something we didn't do.
Right.
What was the ranking that we thought it was going to be in the box office?
Personally, at a 9.5 million guess, 3.
Number 3?
That would have been my guess at the
Hold
time.
on, let me reiterate the movies that it's competing with. Bad Guys, been out in the box office for 4 weeks. Sonic 2, been out in the box office for 6 weeks. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, 8 weeks. Doctor Strange, 2 weeks.
Oh, it's 5th.
You're so close.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
You're hitting. What did you say first? 3?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. We'll shoot right in the middle.
It's still 3?
Yeah, you're wrong. It's number 4.
Oh my God.
In the box office.
4. Hang on, really quick, just to clarify.
Yeah.
4 is between 3 and 5.
That's correct.
Okay. Not confirmed.
And on that note, would you recommend that we keep Karim Hussain in the fucking clink for that horrendous display of cinematography?
I'm scared.
Who do you want to put in there?
I want to put him in
put
there.
Zac Efron in
No,
there?
no, get out of here.
I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. Efron.
Yeah, that's right.
Want to put him in there?
No,
Wanna
he
put Red in
doesn't need to. No, Red
John
don't need to be
Raintree?
there. No, John Raintree don't need to be there.
Oh.
The only thing about the cinematog, it's a term on the, in the biz. The cinematog, I want him in jail. I do. And he's in the precinct now.
Yeah.
But he scares me because it was so bad. So now I have to pick what's the lesser of the two weevils. Do I
Question.
do it? Yes.
Oh. God damn, I interrupted you.
It's okay.
Do you think this movie would have been better if Rutger Hauer starred in it?
Oh my God.
Should we just leave it at that?
Rutger Hauer.
We need to do that for every
Rutger Hauer
episode that we
could
do.
be-
Could this movie
Yes.
be elevated by
God.
Rutger Hauer?
Rutger Hauer.
I'm sorry, who is he?
The girl. Come on, Rutger Hauer.
Home-
Video action movie star Rutger Howard.
Home video action star.
Here's the thing. Rutger Howard in the position of Zac Efron.
Yeah.
The thing is, he would have stole the movie. Rucky doesn't play around.
No, it doesn't.
The Howard, as we call him on the set. You don't get to call him that because you never met him.
He would play the
Karim-
5-year-old girl.
Yeah. Could you imagine? That'd be beautiful.
That'd be great.
Karim can go to jail because he shouldn't be out on the streets. God forbid he commits another crime. So I think we need to throw him in jail. But now, before you end this long episode that only felt like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
See, the opposite.
Oh my God,
The
this
opposite.
felt like-
It's the
yeah.
opposite.
Yeah, you're right.
You and me had fun.
90 minutes long.
Felt like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The movie's 90 minutes long. 8 hours
Felt like
later.
8 hours,
Mhm.
totally. Yep, I did.
Who did a worse job? The editor from memory, Joe Francis or Karim
We're going to take him out.
Hussain?
Oh, I like this.
Who did worse?
Yeah, we got one holding still. Karim Hussain.
Oh, that's what you said, huh?
100% did.
Woo!
100%. The visuals could have carried this movie.
Oh, baby. You're right. He had more to work with
Yeah.
and did less.
Oh, and on that note, he's going to fucking jail.
Throw him in the clank, as we call it in the biz.